Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for hitting the plus sign. Let's do this. So good morning, everybody. Welcome. My name is Kamal. I am a student and teacher of the Law of Attraction. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being a follower. Thank you for being a student. Thanks for being awesome. You, Sandra, Muhammad, Nazam, Miss 65, Cheryl, and Lori. Thank you all for being here. George, Shanna, and Joshua. So today I'm going to talk about Think and Grow Rich. I'm going to talk about coaching. I'm going to talk about sales. I'm really going to focus on sales today in the attention to desire. I want you to kind of get a very good, clear concept on desire and sales. How does that going to help you? How studying Thinking into Results is going to get you to that next level? How studying Think and Grow Rich, the book with my group and my client, it's going to move you to that direction. So, but before we get going, I really want to share with you a small piece on me, so you know who this is and you know why me, and how the universe got you to this room. So my name is Kamal. I am a student and teacher of the Law of Attraction. I help many like yourself to start living a better life, turn your annual income into monthly. Yes, you heard that right. We are on that record, few of us, including myself. So we do this by studying this book, Think and Grow Rich, and a proven system called Thinking into Results. How do I get here? Bob Proctor, my mentor, the #1 in human potential, has got this gift for the last 60 years, and he is now teaching me. And I'm just so grateful to be in his circle and to be with you, sharing you this information. And I would love you to have this gift. I'd love you to have it so you can start having more, so you can start becoming more and doing more. You tell me what you want, I can help you get it. That's the situation. That's what we're dealing with. So thank you again. Thanks for hitting the plus sign. Thanks for adding a few more people to the room. So I'm talking about Think and Grow Rich. This book, if you don't have it, you let me know and I will send you a copy of it. If you don't have it, I will send you a copy. Now, in this book that's written by Napoleon Hill, it was written back in the 1900s. But how did that come about? I'm going to tell you the quick story and Think and Grow Rich, and then I'm going to get into sales. Tonight, my focus this morning or afternoon for you, wherever you're at, is going to be specifically on desire and how sales is the key to it. How we can apply desire to sales. Now, why am I doing this? Because I want to learn sales. I want to master that. So I started listening to this, started listening to the lesson with Bob, and I really wanted to focus on one thing, one idea, one habit at a time. So in this book, in the desire concept, in the class, in the teaching from Bob the last couple of weeks, how we went through this lesson and how I'm sharing with every one of you, how does that apply to sales? What's it going to take? What is it going to take? So this book, I Think and Grow Rich, if you really open it up right in the beginning, in the publisher's preface, the book conveys the experience of more than 500 men and women of great wealth who began from scratch. So if this book has all this information, why not study it? This book is the summary of everything, right? From scratch, those who started with nothing. So started with nothing except ideas, an organized plan, and thoughts. So ideas became things for them. So in this book, you have the entire philosophy of money making that was organized through their achievements. Most successful people in the US, in North America, actually. This describes how you're going to do it. Everybody wants to know how. Every business always has this question: how am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? I want to know the how. You have to submit. You have to allow yourself to go there. You have to allow yourself to accept an idea, get it into your life, say, yes, I believe I'm going to have it. And the how is going to reveal itself. Thinking into Results is going to show you the how. We cannot connect the dots moving forward. You can only connect them backward. This was by Steve Jobs. Apple didn't know it's going to be there the way it is right now. They connected the dot backwards, right? So in this book, and that's why I love it, Think and Grow Rich, I study it every day, presents a complete instruction on how to sell your personal services. So as I was thinking about sales, as I was thinking about the business, about the plan, this book is all about sales. How are you going to sell your personal services? This is going to provide you a proven system to self-analysis that will readily disclose what has been standing between you and the big money. And I'm talking big money, baby. I'm talking things more than you've ever had. I'm talking doubling your income, tripling your income, making your annual in a month. Can you even go there? Do you even dare to dream that? How do you feel when you actually start making 30,000 a month, or 10,000 a month, or 100,000 a month? Do you actually get the jitter? Do you get the energy? Or do you just go, oh no, I don't believe this, forget it, it's not going to happen? Well, go ahead. If you don't do that, it's not going to happen. So with this book, with this studying, we're going to change that belief. If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. So that's what happened here. So Andrew Carnegie was interviewed by Napoleon Hill. It was supposed to be a 1-hour interview. It ended up being 3 hours. Napoleon Hill was the poorest man of the time back in the 1900s. Andrew Carnegie was the richest man in the world at the time. Poorest guy, richest guy. Took him 3 hours for the first interview. But what Andrew Carnegie wanted, he wanted to deliver this formula to Napoleon Hill so it gets documented. To document the personal achievement by which he accumulated hundreds of millions of dollars and made no fewer than a score of millionaires of men to whom he taught his success secret. He had a secret. He knew it. He had the book of wealth. He knew how it happened, and he made the millions. And he wanted that to be documented. Now, perhaps you don't need all this information. Perhaps from my teachings, from you following me, perhaps you come into the Facebook group, maybe going to my website, the new one that we just built, El-Rassi.com. You don't need all these ideas. You don't need all these videos. Perhaps what you need is just one idea, one thought. It was the same with all these 500 men and women who were interviewed. You don't need all their experience. You don't need everything they had. You just need one idea. You know where you're at, but you are one idea away, one decision, one relationship away from getting your next hit. Just imagine that. You just need one idea. I'm going to nudge you in the right direction today so you get one idea. If you don't get one idea, you're either not listening or you're doing a few other things or you're not paying attention. But you need one idea, one plan, one suggestion to start moving towards your goal. Somewhere in this book, somewhere in this teaching today, and over the next few days, you're going to be find the stimulus. You need that stimulus in your mind. That's what I'm going to give you. You can read the book by yourself, and I encourage you to do, but studying in a group, studying Think and Grow Rich with myself, studying Thinking into Results. It's a 12-step, 6 months live coaching. This is not something you just download and you're on your own. You do that, you're going to get access to it for life. But you're going to be in my group. I'm going to be in your corner. So this book was inspired by Andrew Carnegie, Think and Grow Rich. After he made his million and retired, and he wanted just to document everything. It was written by the man to whom Carnegie disclosed the astounding secret of his riches, the same man to whom the 500 wealthy men revealed the source of their riches. So it's been said that Andrew Carnegie gave Napoleon Hill a question, and he was timing him. Now, Napoleon Hill did not know at the time he was being timed, but Andrew Carnegie asked Napoleon Hill the following question: would you spend the most precious time of your life dedicated to interviewing these 500 men and women to document their secret, to document how they made their fortunes? And he was timing him. Napoleon Hill, remember, he's the poorest man in the world. Andrew Carnegie, the richest. He's like, yes, I will, in 29 seconds. See, leaders decide fast. Leaders make decisions fast and change them slow. And all what Andrew Carnegie did, he gave him letters of recommendation to meet these 500 people. He did not give him any money. The money was going to come in the future from knowing these people. So when we say your network is your net worth, that's what we're talking about. So in this volume, what he ended up writing as he interviewed these 500 men and women, he wrote the 13 principles of money making essentials to every person who made this money. He wrote them down. It's called the laws of success, 8 or 9 volumes. I don't have a copy. Bob has a copy. He reads from them every now and then for us. But then he summarized these laws of success into Think and Grow Rich. He put them in this book. So as you read this book, you have to elevate it to another level. You have to think, wow, you have to believe that in here is what you need. If you go in it with eyes closed, if you go in it with the guard down and nothing's going to come into your life, well, I have news for you. Nothing's going to come into your life. But if you go into this with open mind, if you go into this with a book and a piece of paper and a pen, your favorite pen, and say, wow, This is going to help me. I believe this will help me. It's estimated that the research which went into the preparation before the book was written or could be written, research covering more than 25 years of continuous effort. I think I said 20, but it's actually 25 years. This man spent 25 years documenting the 500 richest men and women. In this book, it's right here. Welcome, Nia. Thanks for joining. Imagine. This information cannot be duplicated. There's no such thing anywhere else. Moreover, the knowledge contained in this book never can be duplicated at any cost for the reason. Why is that? These men and women passed away. They're done. They're gone. They're in the grave. They're not alive. They're done. They supplied this information. They gave it to Napoleon Hill. He put it in the laws of success. He summarized that into this book. Riches cannot always be measured in money. I want to warn you, though. Yes, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about your health. I'm talking about your wealth. I'm talking about your ability to learn. I'm talking about your growth. I'm talking about what's it going to take for you to get to that next level. It's not just riches. It's about how you're going to feel. It's who are we becoming? So this money and material things are essential for freedom of body and mind, but there are some who will feel that the greatest of all riches can be evaluated only in terms of lasting friendships, harmonious family relationships, sympathy, and understanding between business associates, and what is that? An introspective harmony, which brings one peace of mind, measurable only in spiritual values. So imagine you start studying and you're reading this material and you start becoming aware and relaxed and serene, and everything starts getting calm. You're not going to get frustrated anymore. You're not going to get mad anymore. You're not going to be in reaction mode and crisis all the time. You're going to be in respond mode. You're going to have calmness of mind. How much is that worth to you? Would you like to learn that? Would you like to start really digging deep? There's 3 months left this year. Don't give up on 2021. It's not over yet, baby. It's not over. If you're thinking it's over, I don't know what's wrong. Why is it over? Are you throwing in the towel? It's a quarter. There's one whole quarter left. So what I'm inviting you today, I'm inviting you to start studying this book with me. Start studying Thinking into Results. 6 months coaching. Because anyone who reads and understands and applies this philosophy, your life is going to be improved. Your life is going to be improved for the better. You're going to be prepared to attract and enjoy these higher states of mind, higher states of riches. You're going to become a magnet. And life is always going to be better. Better is such a nice thing. You're going to enjoy these higher things. You're going to be able to do more, be more effective. If you have a team, if you have a family, this is your chance. Don't deny yourself from this information. Your heart is telling you this information is good for me. It's going to help me. You are denying yourself from moving forward. So when I say, are you aware? We've always been aware, but you're not opening your eyes. Like, how many opportunities are you going to miss in life? How many stocks are you going to be not aware to buy and jump on this wagon? How many Googles are going to go through in front of your eyes? Apples, Microsoft, IBM, Tesla, blah, blah, blah. There's so many. You have to be aware. Studying this kind of information is going to get you more aware. That's money. That's money in the bank. I'm not talking 1% return to, but I'm talking 10 times, 100 times. I'm talking taking your annual income into monthly. So I'm getting you prepared to get this information into your life so you become amazing. You are. And today I'm going to speak a little bit more about sales. How does this applies to sales? Because that's what I want today. I'm answering this art of sales. How do you do it? What's the psychology needed? Is it here? So I want you to be prepared. I want you to be prepared so that when you expose yourself to this influence of this philosophy, to experience a change in life, which may help you not only to negotiate your way through life with harmony and understanding, but also to prepare you for the accumulation of material riches in abundance. Material riches in abundance. Just imagine that. Are you ready to accept a lot of money? Are you feeling in harmony with money? Think and grow rich is your key. Thinking into results is the way to your freedom. It's a system. They figured it out. I don't know what you're waiting for. It's like somebody's giving you the keys to the kingdom and you don't take it. You say you want it, you're wishing and hoping and you're praying, but you're not moving your feet. You got to take the action. I'm giving you the bridge. This is the bridge that will take you from one place to the next. Do you want to become a seven-figure sales businessman or businesswoman? Do you want to become a millionaire? Do you want to double your income? Is there something you are willing to do and not stop at it because you really want it? What is that one thing? For me, $100,000 a month. Now you have it. Now you know. Can you imagine $100,000 a month? How far are you from that? And don't want you to feel bad if you're too far from it. I'm not that far. I'm there. Very, very close. Very close. That is the life. That's what's going to change the game for you and your family. You're going to have a legacy. Now, I'm giving you these things to get you energized and get you activated. Stimulus, baby. That's what you need, stimulus. What life would be like when you make that $100,000? It could be more for you. I don't know what you want. Until we meet and talk, I don't know what you want. The last few days, that's what I've been writing for my goal. $100,000 a month. What would life be like? What's it going to take? Now, hear me out. And we're going to chat in a little bit, in another 20, 30 minutes, bring you up on stage. And I want to thank you for following the club. I want to do a quick reset. Thanks for those who are just coming in. We're talking Think and Grow Rich. We're talking desire and sales. How can you get your sales game up? How can you study Think and Grow Rich and take into results and really move your life? And if this excites you, if you have a very short amount of time, just go to my website, El-Rassi.com, ELRASSI.com. Send me a message. Put your name down on the email list. Just watch the videos. Check the testimonials. See what's going on around you. You're being invited to become more aware. You have to accept the invitation. If you don't, it's all good. No harm, no foul. But here you are, you have an invitation. Open arms. So your conscious mind, your beautiful conscious mind and your subconscious mind, they're both beautiful and marvelous, right? Your conscious mind is going to say, yes, I want the money. Yes, I want this $100,000. Yes, I want to be the top sales agent in my company. And believe me, every one of you is in sales. Every one of you are in sales. You are in sales, every one of you. You just don't realize it if you're not in the real sales game. So your conscious mind is going to say, yes, I want it. But then there's something inside. There's that subconscious mind, the invisible force that's within you. It's not letting you do stuff. I'm talking about your behavior. You might want it. You might put that number down, 50,000, 10,000, whatever is your number. Mine is 100,000 now. But there's that invisible force. Your subconscious mind is saying, oh, I'm not going to get it, baby. Not today. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. How are we going to get this trickster inside of your mind to believe what you want? Because if you don't get it to believe it, it's not going to work. Now, your subconscious mind is your servant mind. It's supposed to listen to you with everything you want. It's supposed to be your servant mind. You give it something, it should do it. But your intellect, your intellectual mind, your conscious mind, what you hear, feel, see, touch, and taste, can accept and reject. You're probably talking to your parents, your family, your members, the news, the negative media, and it's like, how are you going to make this kind of money? Are you kidding me? Are you crazy? This is never going to happen to you. And you deny yourself the opportunity. You have to stay away from those people who deny you that opportunity. Anybody that says you can't do anything, say, no way, I can. Get away from them. So you have to talk, we have to talk about the mind right now. You have to take your mind to some place you've never been. And where is that place? And you have to ask yourself these questions. Welcome, Boshan. Thank you for joining the room. Thanks for being here. We're talking sales and desire. So where are we going to take the mind? Where do you need to take your mind? Someplace you've never been. Someplace where you can start earning money. Money, 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 money. How much is that? And I want you to think. I want you to think, what is that going to mean to you? What's that going to mean to your family? What kind of trips are you going to go on when you make this money? What kind of vacations are you going to take? How many charities are you going to help? Who are you going to donate to? How much? Would you change your tip to 30%, 40%, 100% every time Once you start making the money, what's it going to take for you to become a giver? How would you dress? What would you change about you when you make the money? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you becoming the new you. You have to go there before it happens. You have to look, feel, behave, become before it happens. And I want you to go there as much as you can right now. So I want you to start asking yourself, what do I want? How are you going to get this income? How are you going to do it? So leave the how, but what do you want? Do you want this 100,000? Are you going to become a sales expert? Are you going to become a 7-figure closer? That's what I'm talking about. Big money, desire. I want to activate and stimulate your mind so you can go there. So you want to ask yourself a question and get really honest. Get really honest with yourself, because wishing and hoping and kinda is not going to cut it. You have to get really honest. You put this number down and you just pause and you think, do you believe you can do it? Do you believe you can do it? When you start thinking like this, what kind of emotion goes through you? Do you get nervous? Do you get upset? Do you like, oh shit, I can't do it? Oh, no, no way. What do you need to think so you can believe it? What do you want me to tell you that you need to believe it for it to happen? Let me do that. Let me give you this magic wand right now. You have a magic wand in your hand. You say, whoop. Now you believe. Now you believe. Start believing that you can do it. This income that you want, that you're desiring. Magic wand. Boom. You got it. This one thing, if you can just have it, what is it? What would it be? Habitually, what's it going to be? Your beliefs, your confidence, your plan, your sales. You might think you want it. You're going to write it down. You're going to desire it. But your belief system is going to reject it. How are we going to get your subconscious mind to become your servant mind? How are we going to get it to give you what you want? The answer is desire. You got to desire it more than ever. Desire is the starting point of all achievements. Coming here on this call and coming to the Facebook group and joining is easy. Like, yeah, you really want it. Yeah, you're going, okay, I'm going to learn something new. And this is what you want. But I found that most people want to change, but really they are not willing to change. Most people want this change. Most people want the money. Most people will say, yeah, I want double my income. Yes, I want to sell more cars. Yes, I want to sell more homes, but they are not willing to change. They want the new thing in life, but they're not willing to change. You're going to have to change. You're going to have to become something else. Thoughts become things. We become what we think about. Are you willing to change? For your desire to become real, to transform through you, you have to be willing to change. And then think, what would you rate your desire level at? If there's something that you want, what's your desire at? Welcome, Fritz. Thanks for joining again. Thanks, Hout, and everybody who's been here. I'm going to do a quick reset, and then I'm going to give you this desire level, and then we're going to take it up another notch. We're talking about Think and Grow Rich. We're talking about thinking into results. I'm giving you an invitation to join this group, to join the club, to join the 6 months coaching, to change your life for the better. That's the invitation. After this week, there's going to be a very limited number of low entry points to the coaching program. So it's going to be your call. So you're desiring something. What is your level? Let's say 10 is the highest desire point and 1 is the lowest. This new thing you're desiring, how badly do you want it? Is it a 10? Is it a 9? Is it an 8? Or is it a 2? Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'm going to get a raise. Maybe not. Well, this desire that you want, you want to go with me on this journey. Like we're talking sales. It needs to be a 10, maybe even 11 or 12. You have to be sure that that's what you want. If this is what you want, that's what it needs to be. It's like turning the heat on. I want you to turn the heat on. I want you to turn that power, the power that's within you. It's like the chicken is in the oven and your desire is the temperature of the oven. How fast do you want the chicken to cook? You increase that temperature, your desire is going to increase. Desire is the temperature of the oven. You got to crank it up. You got to want it. You can build the heat. We can help you build the heat. Studying this material, repeating certain things, certain videos, certain lecture notes, it's going to build the heat. It's going to give you the stimulus that you need to keep moving forward. Every sale, every transaction that you've done is a manifestation of your desire. If you did not desire it, it would have not manifested, it would have not taken form. So all I'm asking you is that, how badly do you want it? How high is your desire? So the more you want that 100,000 a month or 50,000 or more, I don't know what you want, you're going to have to crank the heat up. Every sale is a manifestation of your desire. This heat that I'm talking about is going to shorten the time. And I want you to have a lot of heat. I want you to have a big stimulus. Heat shortens the time. Your desire, your activity is going to shorten the time. Be honest with yourself. Are you ready? Are you ready to let yourself all in on one idea? I want you to become the master of whatever it is you're doing. It's not dabbling. It's not maybe I'm going to get there. It's not, maybe I'll get a little bit better. No, you got to become a master. You got to become a master salesman. You got to become a master artist, a master real estate agent, a master painter, a master, whatever it is your gig that you're doing, that you love to do. You got to become the master. It's not a one-time deal. I want you to have full control of yourself, full control. You desire it. You're a world-class champion. I want you to practice this. I want you to desire it. I want you to be sure. You have to tell yourself, Kamal, yes, I want it. Yes, I want this. I want to have that energy. I want to have that momentum. I want to have this stimulus every day. I want it, and that's why I'm here. I want more. Now, what is that you want? Every one of you wants something. Every one of you is searching for something. Your vibration and frequency is moving to a certain level. That's how we met. That's how you come here, out of nowhere from all over the world. You're asking for more. You want more of the good life. You want more health. You probably want more wealth. You probably want more relationships. And for sure, you want more money. You can't do anything without money. We're not trading beans and chickpeas anymore. We use money. Money is the frequency. Money is the medium. And I want you all to succeed. As I study this material with Bob Proctor, as I study it with my mentor, Doug Dane, and a few others, realizing that sales is phenomenal. We are all in sales, and sales is the highest paid profession in the world. And it becomes, and it is, a mastery game. We have to become master at this game. You got to become master at this art of selling. You got to get a master of this gig that you're in, master of the sales deal, master of the real estate agency, master of this, master. But for now, I'm focusing specifically today on coaching and sales. Starts with mastery. I want to be the best. I want you to be the best. You see, you don't get what you want anymore. We say, what do you want? But you don't get what you want. You get what you are. You have to become. We become what we think about. So what are you becoming? What are you becoming today? If you're going to change, your thinking has to change. Your thinking, your education, your certificates, your references, and all those who know got you only so far. They got you only so far. And right now you want to move. You're seeking more. So your thinking has to change. What does that look like for you? Ask yourself. What are you developing to? Who are you developing to becoming? Rich people, millionaires, multi-level millionaires, they think differently. They operate differently. They act differently. Do you know how they act? Do you just copy bits and pieces, or are you moving into that state of mind? Now, you might be moving there mentally. You might be moving there every now and then. You might have the affirmations. You might have picked up a few pieces here and there. But are you consistently there? How's your results? Is your result reflecting what you want? Because that's what I'm talking about, Suresh. That's what I'm talking about, Bushan and Daryl. Thanks for visiting. I'm talking about your results. You look at your results, and that should give you an idea that you need more. That should give you an idea that there is more to it. If it's not happening, let's go back. Why is it not happening? Results is the name of the game. Results is the name of the game. And you have to change. You have to change your paradigm. You have to change what it is you're working on. You have to change how you're working on it. You have to change everything from the inside out. You have to burn what we call the bridge. You know that story about that military general that came to an island with their boats, got onto the island. They looked around, they're like, oh my gosh, how are we going to win this war? There were like thousands and thousands of soldiers against them. There were only a few hundreds of them. So what did he do? He burnt the ships so that they don't look back. There was no other way for them to survive. They burned the ships, and that was the only way, is to actually take over the place. And they won. So you have to burn your bridge. You have to stop being wishy-washy, hoping on the things that you're kind of doing. You have to go all in. It's your life. It's your money. It's your income. The only time something has changed is when something becomes unacceptable to you. The only time something's changed in your life is when something becomes unacceptable. It's like you have an old furniture set or an old car. You get rid of it. You get rid of it and you get something else. Why did you get rid of it? Because you had enough. And I want you today to start having enough. I want you to start saying, my income is not enough. I want more. I want more money. I want more freedom. I want more business. I want more clients. I want more. And I'm desiring more. You have to get fed up with it. You have to go to that next level. What are you earning? Are you willing to say that the money you're earning, let's say it's $20,000, let's say it's $10,000 a month, is not acceptable anymore? Are you willing to commit that this is not going to be acceptable to you and you're going somewhere else? You're going on this journey with me. Because I'm not talking about mediocre level increase. I'm talking about way more. Doubling, tripling, 10 times, 100,000 a month club. I'm creating a multimillionaire $100,000 a month club. Don't know who's going to be in yet. Right now, the criteria, you have to be a millionaire, proven. Somebody's going to verify that you are, and we're going to move there to this $100,000 a month. I'm not talking sales. I'm talking to you, to your pocket. It's easy to sell $100,000. So what are you leaving in your pocket? What's staying with you? Are you willing to say that what you're making right now is unacceptable? Yeah, you're happy, you're content, you were raised to be, oh, it's okay, it's all good. Let's change all these limiting beliefs. There's more to life. Because when you earn more, you can give more. Have you made your peace with money? That it's okay to make a lot of money. When this idea starts keeping you up at night, when this idea of making more starts to keep you up at night, that's when you're connecting with your desire. Desire is the key to your achievement. Desire is the number one thing. And guess what? All desire moves into physical form. When you desire something so bad, it's going to move to physical form. It's like when you desire that love relationship, it moved into form. Now, we might not have stayed like that forever because everything changes. Everybody evolves. Everybody becomes more aware. Your taste must have changed. Maybe you had issues. Maybe they had issues. But all desire moves into physical form. This is not my law. These are the laws of success. These are the laws of the universe. What is your desire? How badly do you want it? It's all good to be on a call. It's all good to write things down, but are you taking action? Are you ready to go on? Are you ready to move forward? If you feel that this information can help you, if you feel that this information can really stimulate your mind and your team, and you don't do anything about it, it's the same thing as I'm talking about. You're not ready. You're not willing. See, you got to be willing. You got to make decisions. You got to be excited. See, so many want so many things in life, but they're not willing to pay for it. They want it free. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. You have to pay for it. You have to pay for all the goodness that comes into your life. Now, this goodness that's going to come, you're going to get 10 times reward, 100 times, 1,000 times, but you have to pay. It's part of the transaction. It's part of the game. That's how it works. So you've been on a call, you've been to so many other things, and all is good, and it's a fit, but that you don't jump. You don't jump. Why? What's this paradigm got you going doing? How long is it going to keep you like that? And I feel that in the game of sales, in the game of encouraging you and enabling you to take that action, when I don't get you to take the action, to move forward, to come to the book club, to come to Thinking Results, I feel that I have not engaged your desire high enough. Of course, because we're not talking one-to-one. But you have to tap into your own desire. You have to want more. And when you want that, and you believe that this information can help you, because it has helped millions of people, thousands of companies, you really start tapping into something bigger than you. Do you truly want to become seven-figure closer? You have to really want it. And you have to think. You have to think, what's controlling your results right now? Who is there to blame? Are you still blaming other people? Are you still blaming your company? Are you still blaming your boss? Are you still blaming those who are listing those homes with you? Who are you blaming? What's it going to take? It's easy to blame somebody else. That's the human nature. We blame other people. It's not your fault. That's how you were raised. But I'm sharing with you that it's time to change. It's easy to blame someone else. Then you don't take that responsibility. When you take that blame game, you don't change. Your paradigm does not want you to change. And we use this blame game. It's his fault. It's her fault. My team didn't do it. This is the school that I went to. You're taking the blame game. You got to take full responsibility. To become an executive, to become a leader, to become a $100,000 a month closer, you got to take full responsibility. You're at $5,000 a month now, and you want to go to 100,000. What have you been reading? Who have you been studying? Which sales books have you been looking at? What kind of extra help are you getting? How many webinars is going to take? What has to change? You really have to think. You got to take the time. You got to get serious with yourself, commit to what you want, and start taking responsibility. It's all nice and dandy to be kind and be loving and nurturing. But for you to move, you have to take that responsibility. You take that time and you think, what would 100,000 a month mean to you? And if that scares you, that's good. Because when you hear that often enough, you know many are doing it. And if many others are doing it, that means you can do it too. That means I can do it too. So what would the thought of like this do to you? Are you willing to let it go? Are you willing to let go of the old? Have you ever pursued anything mastery in your life? I know we've all went through schools. We've all had certificates. We've all go through businesses, and they kind of teach us stuff. You know, we learn some things and you start doing stuff. But have you ever pursued a mastery in something? I want you to pursue mastery in your life. I want you to become a master. I want you to become the one. I want you to get really good. See, every time you see someone else having something that you want, doing something that you want, what's the difference between you and them? When you see somebody driving the car of your dream, when you see somebody living in the mansion that you would like to have, what's the difference between them and you? Put yourself there. And from the teaching of Bob and from the material I'm reading and from Think and Grow Rich, there's only one difference. They have accepted. Are you ready for this? They have accepted ideas that you are now rejecting. Yes, that's the only difference. So when you see somebody that have more than you and that you want it, the car, the wife, the boyfriend, the building, the business, they're the same as you. We're all the same. But there's something different about them. They have accepted ideas that you are now rejecting. That's the difference. That's the difference. What are you going to do about it? You ask yourself these questions. Let your imagination go there. Let your imagination grow. Your imagination, your life, your relationships, your dreams. I'm not talking about hard work. I'm talking about going there in your mind, in your imagination, in your higher mental power to where you want to go. These same questions that we've been talking about. These thoughts, this imagination have a tendency to move into form. This desire will move into form if you desire it enough. And think, how is that going to change my life? How is that going to change your life? What do you think it's going to take? What do you think it takes? Dedication, hard work, mindset, consistency, willingness. You got to be willing. You got to be willing to let yourself go there. So many are limited by their imagination. So many are limited by their wrong beliefs, by not allowing themselves to believe that they can get that success. And I want you to believe that you can have it. You have to be willing to let yourself go there. Let yourself in on one idea. Really ask yourself this question. You got to be so much conviction in this desire, committed. Now you look at your results. You might think, oh, I already know, I already bought these books, I took this coaching before. But you see, you don't have it yet. Because if you have it, you'll be doing it. If I have it, I would be doing more of it. I would have this 100,000 a month. I'm learning, I'm growing with all of you. Like I said at the beginning, I'm a student and teacher of the law of attraction. We're moving in this direction. And we're going to the top. Every one of us, everyone that comes to my team. So you really ask yourself this question. What does it take? Come on, ask yourself this question. Don't ask me. Ask yourself this question. Start talking to yourself. Know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. What is that truth? What is that truth? We need to know the truth. This body, you have to let yourself dream. You have to let yourself go there in your imagination. Now, you might be thinking, I'm talking about hard work. You might be thinking about, yeah, we're going to get up early. We're going to study more. We're going to work hard. It's not about working hard. You've already been doing that. Every one of you, I believe, has been working hard. Every one of you has worked hard at least at some point in your life. And you know the results did not transform. Results did not show up. What was missing? What was missing in your life? How come up to now it has not showed up? You probably heard me before, 90% mindset, 10% strategy. That's what's missing. We need the mindset. You need the serenity. You need the calmness. We need to allow the laws of the universe to work on your behalf. Goals. You got to have a goal. All this is going to lead you into a goal. And some of you here, my clients, are on lesson 1, and you're studying the C-type goal. Some of you are almost on lesson 1. These goals are going to transform. They're going to become real as your desire builds up. So I'm really proud of you that you are here, Jonathan. I'm really proud that you are here, Lori. Lori is one of my book clubs. Goals. Goals are for us to grow. Awareness. We're going to move to that level. I start to sit down and imagine what life is going to be when I generate the $100,000 a month. I'm on that direction. That's the goal. It's coming. When you start thinking like this, your mind's going to start moving. Your ideas will start flowing. People are going to come into your life that are doing these things. And we're going to figure it out. I don't need to know how. I just have to believe. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about going there and believing before it happens. But you know why it doesn't happen often as well as I study this material? And it's also in thinking into results. I think it starts on lessons 9 to 12 is when you become a leader, and we talk about attitude. Talk about your attitude, about bad attitude. How many of you have a bad attitude? How many of you have an ego? I have an ego. I had an ego about learning. I had an ego about being not knowing. I don't anymore. I'm ignorant about a lot of things, but that doesn't stop me anymore. Just because I don't know, it doesn't matter. So what? That should not make me feel smaller. That should not make me feel embarrassed. I just don't know. Why don't I know? I don't know why I don't know. It didn't register before. Whoever I heard it from, it didn't resonate with me. So I changed my attitude. You have to change your attitude. Do you set big goals? It takes courage. It takes really courage. You have to be courageous to set big goals. You gotta have the guts. And that's what I can teach you. That's what Think and Grow Rich is about. I mean, you might think about it as like, oh, you take a book and you just read it and you sit in the park or you fall asleep reading it, but it's dissecting it to that next level. It's really going deeper. I even have a bunch of videos that Miss 65 was kindly enough to mention that I should be saying that when you join, at least if you don't join Thinking Into Results, which was I want you to do, because again, this will be the last week where you can go in at a very low rate, introductory rate. Next week, things will change because I'm moving fast. So Thinking Into Results is what I'd like you to be in, because that's the program. Now, the book club that we're studying, Think and Grow Rich, on Saturday mornings, we don't just read a bit of the book, we watch a video from Bob, chapter by chapter. Just the cost of those videos are $2,000, and you merely got to pay $15. It's like going to the movies. You pay $15 and you're going to get $2,000 worth. Would you do it? But that's what I'm talking about. Is that, I give you a little bit and you're going to get a lot more. It's service, right? But so many will not do it. So many are too scared to invest in themselves. Why? Or if you've been listening to what I've been talking about, it's your desire. Your desire is not there. You don't have fire. And you think you've got it. You have this ego that you have it. You're going to figure it out on your own. And I'm all good if you figure it out on your own. I love it. Let me know when you do, because I would like to know how you did it. I would love to know. I'm here to help you, and I'm encouraging every one of you to say, yes, I want more of life. Yes, I want more of what Kamal's got. Yes, I want more. How does he get this energy? How is he becoming like this from this information? That's what I want you to have. You got to set big goals. It takes courage. You are here. So you are ahead of probably 60, 70, 80% of the population. But that's only going to get you so far. We're going to have repetition. We're going to have to hear this information again. We're going to have to build up your desire again. We're going to have to make a video of this. You have to make a video of yourself and stop being shy about it. You have to tell the universe what you want. That's what I'm talking about. Desire. Desire is the key to all achievement. It's time to be brave and time to be willing. Do you want to be what you want to be? Are you willing to start to change today? That's the kind of workshops I'm running nowadays. Unbelievable. Changing people's lives for the better. And I love it. Changing my team, my family. This kind of studying, this kind of information has the power to change the direction of your life. And it starts today. It can start today for every one of you. It does not take long. It does not take long. So if you were in my real class, if you were in a real webinar that we're going to host on October 21st, I'm running a 2-hour webinar. That's going to be a Thursday. It's going to be a paid webinar for just special people, like every one of you. We will write down a declaration as to what your power is, what your will is. What is it you want? You have to declare it. You have to declare it and start asking for it every day. And you start repeating this, and you're going to improve. You're going to see changes in your life take place like never before. You're going to see things happen in front of your eyes. That's what I'm talking about. I want you to go deep. I want you to start getting serious. This is the week. It's Wednesday. Some people gave up already. Some people gave up already on a Wednesday. We still have Wednesday. It's not even over yet. It's the morning here for me. We have Thursday. We have Friday. We have Saturday. We have Sunday. You have to show up. Why would you show up? Because your desire is strong. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. And you and many like you, including myself, we have a habit of suppressing it. And we need to stop doing that. We have to let this desire flow. We have to let this desire grow. And that's why we're staying still. Well, it's time to change. So I've spoken enough, long enough. I'd like to invite you to speak. I'd like to come up to stage. If you have a question, come up to speak. Promise to be kind, promise to be polite and behave, and then you're welcome to speak. This is a safe room, and I want everybody to be at their best in a positive manner. So thank you, Ms. 65, for being here. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being an amazing advocate for my work. And I'm really grateful that you keep showing up. You're showing up for yourself first. That's how it is, because you want more of life. And you show up for me as well. I'm proud of you. So thank you so much. You are amazing. Law of attraction teacher. And things are happening to you for a reason, because you're believing more. So I'm glad that you're here. Ms. 65, how was my talk today? What would you like to share with the team? Well, that was it. Do you have what it takes? Let's get your desire to where it needs to be and move you to that next level. Thank you so much. God bless.